I'm getting ready to go to the gym. But anyway, let's talk about buying a home. Let's talk about you getting ready to buy a home. You're ready to purchase a home. You want to know the process, yada yada. I'm not going to walk you through the process on here, um, but I can do a video on that later. Absolutely. But when you're when you contact a realtor and you say I'm ready to purchase, when you send over your required information, in our eyes, you're ready. You're absolutely ready. So you have to do your part as far as the client. When we send over all of our required information and you send that back, we're now working together, right? It's a team effort. Of course, you're not going to do as much as we are, but it's a team effort. You have to do your part, right? For in order for this thing to work out, I have to do my part. So it's one of those things where um, you just have to be ready mentally. You have to be ready physically. You have to be ready emotionally because everything is just not going to just be a breeze sometimes. It is for some people, but for others, it just isn't. That's just how the home buying process is. But I say all that to say do not contact a realtor until you think I won't even say think, until you know you are ready. And it's so important because as realtors, we have, I know me personally, I'm just speak on me personally, I have more than one client. So I don't want to have to chase you all week for something. The lender shouldn't have to chase you all week for something. You kind of just, tearing down the process. And it just shows us that you're not as serious as you say you are. If you're going through something, communicate that. It's okay to say, hey, I'm going through something. Something is not right now. I just want to put everything on a pause. But if you don't communicate that, we're constantly chasing you. It looks crazy. I'm not in the business of chasing. I'm just going to be honest. I'm just not. I like being busy. I really love being busy. I like work. I really do. But I don't like chasing because I'm not working at that point. I'm frustrating myself because I can't get in touch with you on no platform, no text message, nothing. I can't get in touch with you. That frustrates me. Nobody likes being frustrated. I don't have this situation going on right now, but I have had it in the past, and I noticed that I get a lot of people contacting me saying, "Hey, I'm ready to buy a home. I'm ready to buy a home. I'm ready to buy a home," and I scream everybody. I give you a real consultation because are you really ready? This process is going to take you on an emotional roller coaster, and you really have to be ready. And every realtor you know can vouch for what I'm saying. It's going to take you on an emotional roller coaster because everything has to be in order from the get go. Your documentation, your work history, your credit score, everything has to be in working order. And when you have to go find this document, you have to go do this and do it. It takes you on an emotional roller coaster. Sometimes a house you choose, someone may already get it before you, and it just takes you on an emotional roller coaster. Now you got to find a whole nother house to fall in love with. Sometimes the inspections and things don't go as goes right, so now you got to find a whole nother home, that can be inspected, or you have to do a re-inspection, or try to get the seller to fix, said things. So it's a lot into getting a home. When you get in that home, though, the feeling is, it's crazy, like it's like, I did it, I accomplished it. But you do need to know that it's going to take you on an emotional roller coaster. People who have purchased homes will tell you, and for the ones that don't tell you, they're not being real. For those of you who have purchased homes, and your friends, family, whoever is telling you they're ready to buy a home, prepare them. For everything that we've asked of you, prepare them so that they'll be ready and they'll have all that stuff ready. And it can be a little easier on them. But let them know the truth. Like, tell them, sit them down over some wine, coffee, whatever you drink, and let them know, say, hey, this is what I had to go through because I didn't have XYZ. My job didn't do this, that. Let them know what you went through so they'll know whether or not they're really ready. Because if you're not ready, prepare yourself mentally. Prepare yourself mentally, because if you're prepared mentally, you can prepare yourself in all other ways, right? Physically, emotionally, whatever. But you need to be prepared, because don't come into this thing thinking that realtors just work magic. It's a lot of work behind these phones and screens that you guys don't see. A lot of work. A lot of some realtors, not me. I get my rest. Some realtors have sleepless nights Some stay up all night. Some is arguing with lenders and whoever else on your behalf. So it's important to be prepared and have those things, um, have everything ready. So if you do know someone, who has bought a home, or if you just want to, reach out to me. I post my information all the time. You can reach out to me, 803-464-3535. I can answer any questions. If you are working with a realtor already, please contact your realtor. That's a rule, with realtors, not from us from the state. So make sure you contact your realtor with questions. But I will let you, if you don't have a realtor, you don't have to contact me and say, hey, I'm ready to buy. I'm gonna just answer your questions. We could just come up with a little plan if you want to. If you don't want to work with me, cool. I still will answer your questions, because if you want to know whether or not you're ready, some people just, what all is it going to take for me to get ready, so I'll know, and then I'll let you know what all it's going to entail, because you need to know. Don't come into this thing with no savings. Don't come into this with no money. You have to have money. You have to pay for inspections and other things. So come into it with a clear mind, clear heart, and at peace, and understanding that you have, it's a journey. It's going to be a journey. So if somebody tells you, oh, it was easy for me, they may have had everything together, right? Some situations are just easier than others. So and let me say this, for those of you who do contact me and say, well, my friend said this and that, you don't have your friend DTI. You didn't have your friend income. You didn't have their credit score. You didn't have any of the things that they had that may have qualified them for more, or the process that they may have went through. I will say some lenders are different. Some are better than others. Some are worse than others. But I try to work with those I know who are understanding, who communicate, and who will also answer your questions, because that's important. When you have questions, you need those things answered. But anyway, I always take my videos longer than what I'm supposed to. But what I'm just trying to say is, this journey is not for the weak, on my part or yours. But I fight for my clients, and I have people who can vouch. They don't want nobody to know, they getting home right now, but they will vouch for me and let you know I fight. So just be prepared. It is, it's an emotional ride, but at the end of that ride is, everything that you prayed for. So, you know, toodles. I got to go work out.